Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here. Today I'm going to look at an article by Alan Stephan. It is titled it's actually called How to Gain Weight, but I've actually titled the article here, or this video, Gaining Muscular Weight. Because back in the day, after the war, it was really all about gaining weight, because with war comes starvation. And in the late 40s, after the Second World War, a lot of people were looking at gaining weight because it was a symbol, I guess, of prosperity, of living well. But really, this article is about gaining muscle. And what better person to learn than from a golden era bodybuilder such as Alan Stephan, when steroids were theoretically not around. What you'll gain from this particular video, based on this article, is Alan Stephan's special cocktail that he used, his actual protein drink, as well as the 6 best exercises that he believes are excellent for gaining overall musculature on your frame. So let's have a look. This particular article was found in Your Physique issue December of 1948 with Alan Pavio on the cover after winning the IFBB Mr. Canada, which I have done a video on Alan previously, and I'll link it up on this video. Now let's look at Alan. So this is Alan Stephan. Sorry, I should say his name is Alan Stephan, because his son-in-law actually got in touch with me and corrected me on the pronunciation. So it's Alan Stephan. Okay. Now his protein drink is shown here. He recommended to drink 1 glass of evaporated milk with 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil, basically fish oil, and a teaspoon of vanilla because it tasted really gross. Plus, and this was done once a day, plus a glass of water mixed with a teaspoon of gelatin taken twice a day. Now the reason he actually explains in the article better than I can say it, so I'll just read it straight from the article. What happens when you take both of these is the cod liver oil and evaporated milk form a chemical reaction in the body where the protein becomes more apt to be absorbed. And the gelatin, which is pure protein combined with the milk, gives you a much better chance for the muscles to grow. This particular quote reminds me of Rio Blair. He was famous for mixing cream, which has a lot of fat, with protein, and everybody raved on about it in the 60s or whenever it was, when he was selling Blair's protein. I mean, even Arnold said that although he advertised Wader products, he actually took Blair protein and Blair's formula. Another proponent of this mixing of milk proteins with, for example, with oil or with fat was, of course, Vince Gironda. He actually always recommended mixing milk protein and egg protein with cream or with half and half. Now this is obviously a very popular method that was back and existing in the golden era. I mean, Vince learnt it also in the late 40s and early 50s, so it is not surprising that he also recommended this. Yeah, I mean, you may want to try it yourself. This seems like a very logical way of going about getting a protein drink. It's high in fat, well, not too high in fat, but it is obviously based on fat and mixed with protein. So let me know if you try it, and tell me how you go. The exercises, there are 6 exercises that Alan recommended for gaining muscular weight to target the thighs, lower back, delts and arms, basically the whole body. He recommended doing a variation of the clean and press called the dumbbell clean and press, where you basically grab a set of dumbbells off the floor, clean them up with your power and press them overhead, and repeating. Now all of these exercises that he recommends are basically supposed to be done for 5 sets of 10 reps. So he would recommend using a set of dumbbells that are 20 pounds less than you would normally use on your maximal overhead press. For example, Alan would use two 100-pound dumbbells for his overhead press, but would only perform the exercise of the dumbbell clean and press with 80-pound dumbbells. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, he was crazy strong. There's no doubt about it. The half squat. This should prove it. Again, he says this is great for muscular strength, for muscular development and the development of strength. Because it is a half squat, he says you can really use more weight than the full squat. In the full squat, Alan actually used, I think it was only 400 pounds. But in the half squat, he would use up to 600 pounds. Now, I hope you can appreciate this photo. I mean, these photos I've taken directly from my personal collection from the magazine itself. Can you see the amount of plates on that bar? I can. I mean, that's amazing. He's actually using a towel because that poundage is going to probably eat right into his bone. I mean, it's gonna hurt. So he actually says use a roll towel to make it comfortable because it's going to be some major weight. And you should take a deep breath, bend down all the way until your knee is 90 degrees with the calf. That is 90 degrees with the calf only. It's a half squat. And then come up again. You take a few breaths in between each rep. And you can do this for 20 reps for 4 sets. I mean, that's just insane. 600 pounds? Oh my lord. I'll be lucky to do 1 set. But yeah, that's Alan Stephan on the half squat. For further thigh development, again, Alan goes for the big guns. This time it's the heavy leg press. Again, he only recommends going down as far as your knee forms a 90-degree angle with your calf, and you can go really heavy. What does he say? It's an excellent, obviously, developer for the thighs. He would normally use 720 pounds in the regular leg press, which goes all the way down, but in a heavy leg press, Alan would use 1,000 pounds. I mean, are you kidding me? That's incredible. That is really something. 1,000 pounds. And there he is, just lying with the hands crossed behind his head, just chilling out. Unbelievable. Yeah, these guys were real supermen. I've said it before. The reverse grip prone press is the 4th exercise he recommends. Now notice, he's using a reverse grip. This is similar to what the modern bodybuilder who claims that is natural, that is Mike O'Hearn, he actually also praises the reverse grip prone press. Why? Because it not only develops the chest, but it is excellent for developing the triceps. And I'm sure you can see Alan's triceps popping out here. And Alan says the same thing. It's a great pec, delt, and tricep developer. The wide grip targets the pecs, but the reverse grip builds the tricep to a great degree and can add inches to your arms. Alan uses 300 pounds and does this off the floor, which further targets the tricep. He does this for 10 reps for over 4 to 5 sets. Incredible, unbelievable. I'd love to do this. The deadlift obviously had to be in there as the 5th exercise because Alan does say that the squat, the half squat, and the leg press target the thighs sufficiently, and that the lower back is overlooked in most people's training. That he actually prefers to do the stiff-legged over the bent-legged deadlift, and he would use 400 pounds times 10 reps. He would actually climb to this weight, but 400 pounds for 10 reps. I mean, that's what I've seen. I think I've seen the obviously over abusive of drugs, Jay Cutler of the modern day, do only 8 reps with 400 pounds. This is Alan Stephan, natural Superman, doing up to 10 reps with 400 pounds. Unbelievable. Final exercise recommended by Alan, I keep saying Alan Stephan, Alan Stephan, is the pull down. He actually alternates. He does 6 reps behind the neck, and then he does it to the front, to the chin actually, for 4 reps. So 6 reps behind and 4 reps in front, using a very wide grip to work the lats, the rhomboids, the teres major and minor. These are the exercises that Alan Stephan recommends for gaining muscular weight throughout the whole body. So, I hope you have enjoyed watching this. I know it's lengthy video. I found it really useful to learn from these golden era bodybuilders, especially when they write articles on gaining muscular weight. Again, you've seen that, similar to Vince Gironda, that mixture of a fatty substance with protein, they reckon it helps assimilate the protein better and reaching the muscle faster. Obviously, the cream or the oil which is used will also help in the development of hormones. Understand that, it's very important. And obviously the biggest exercises, all being compound exercises working the full body, are going to lead not just to more muscle being used, but also a hormonal response, an increase in testosterone, an increase in growth hormone. This is all very well known. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for watching, and leave me your comments. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Bye for now.